Good Monday, traders. Welcome to the Forex Boat Trade Academy, and Victor with you here. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, had a rest, enjoyed, and so on. So let's get started, back to work. And today we're having an idea on the euro versus New Zealand dollar. Before we start, I would like to remind you that all the information in this video is purely for educational purpose and should not be considered as a financial advice. As a rule, we're going to go through all our previous ideas quickly and recap what has happened previous week. Australian Swiss franc. The idea was that the price will be moving from this level towards the target. So what we had is price went down actually, and still we are moving towards the target. The support level, the major support remains at this area. So price didn't even go to that area, and that's still a valid idea. I do think that there is a potential. Australian versus Canadian dollar. The idea was that the price will be moving from this level towards the 161.8 fips. Idea is still valid, although if price will go below this level, that probably invalidates the idea. Euro Australian dollar. I was expecting pretty fast decline, although the market has been really tricky on Friday. You can see we almost did go towards the target, although then we had a very fast wave to the upside, potentially a stop loss kick out move, but overall still a valid idea. I still expect this target to be reached, and to be honest with you, I think it will be going lower. But this is the idea. It still remains valid. We'll see how it goes. Australian Japanese yen. The idea was that price from this level will start moving to the upside towards this resistance area. So still above the 200 moving averages, simple and exponential. Idea is still valid. Also, you can see the Monday opening was crazy. It was a gap here produced. So yeah, I think if price manages to go below this level, then the idea is invalidated. Moving on to the gold. What we see in gold is what I've mentioned is that if we have 4 close above this level, basically it will be less attractive for the gold to go down. Although I still think that it will be doing something like that. It will take some time, but overall I do believe if this level will be held, okay, if price won't go above this level, above this price, there is no need for closing price. If there will be even few pips above, this idea will be invalidated, because if you remember, I said that daily close above will completely invalidate the bearish outlook. So we didn't have that daily close above. Price produced the spike. It was actually opening that has been above, not the closing price. And even if the closing price will be above, the exit for the bears probably will be upon this high. So as long as this high holding, the downtrend should remain valid. But in this case, I think there will be a massive downside correction if this level obviously holds. If not, it can go further up. And if you remember our original idea on the gold, the target was at 1755. And it has been reached, basically the target, although we already said that the price is likely to reverse to the downside. So the target has been reached. I do think from if this level holds, so we will see the downtrend. New Zealand Swiss franc, the latest idea I think was on Friday. So it was that from this price gonna go to the upside towards this resistance, still holding the uptrend trend line, still above moving averages. So still a valid idea. Next one, we'll have Euro Japanese yen. Stop loss was on the break even for this idea, so it's a risk-free trade. There was a basically concern that this level has been rejected, although it has been broken along with the moving average, and this could mean that the trend will continue to the downside. Finally, we are moving on to the euro versus New Zealand dollar. This is our idea, and what I would expect from this pair is actually to continue the downtrend. So it's a trend following move here for the euro and New Zealand dollar. And if you know, Australian Swiss franc is correlated to the euro and New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar correlated to the euro Australian dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar is correlated to New Zealand Swiss franc. And this means that all these pairs are going in basically one direction. This just adds to all this picture that we had drawn during the past week, and it will most likely continue. But we have produced these highs on multiple lows here and highs, and here a low, here was high. So if price manages to break above these lows and highs, these ideas are likely to be invalidated. I think this was the final move before the rally, if the rally will occur. So back to the euro New Zealand dollar, what we have, I will zoom it out so you can see the big picture. I basically used the trend line, and this is the average price trend line because I used resistance, support, and here resistance. And I have applied Fips to this corrective wave up after breaking the average price trend line. What we see, guys, is that after the breakout, price went down and started range trading. There is a clear pattern that price goes up, down, up, down, up, down, support, resistance, and I think here was a very strong support formed, 3 times bounces, but then break below. Now price returned back, rejected this previous area of support, which now became a resistance, and started to produce lower lows and lower highs. Besides, we had the rejection of the moving average right there, we had the rejection right there, and this means that the downtrend remains valid. Okay, let's move on to the 1 hour chart. Zoom it in. Right, so here also I think this was the final and the highest point if the downtrend will continue. It was at 10507, sorry, 17507, and I would expect now the price to move basically the same distance of this range will be equal to the distance of the expected move to the downside from this resistance level. This support is confirmed by 2 Fips. I have applied Fips to this correction and it 427. Let's move on to the daily chart. Here I have applied Fips from the overall uptrend, and here we have 88.6% Fips. You can see 427, 88.6, all at the same level. Here on the daily we also remain below this both moving averages, and this could be quite a fast wave to the downside starting today. And yeah, so this is the idea for today. It was quite a long video for today, but we'll see. I think the critical points on all chart has been reached, and we need now to start actually trending. And also, important message, guys, if you want to have a detailed information on every single idea, including potential entry levels, exit levels, targets, and so on, to be precise, in an article format, you can find it all at the forexbot.com/forex-ideas. The link you can find in the description down below. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash your likes, as many as you can. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and ask questions. I wish you a profitable trading, and we'll speak to you very soon.